Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Scribble speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And I want to do a reading today on Maria Butina. She was just brought to court. She originally said that she was not guilty of what the federal prosecutors were contending. She has changed her plea. She has flipped. She says she is guilty. She was guilty for working as a spy to infiltrate the power through connections with the Republican Party and the NRA. So this is a big can of worms. What's interesting about this is that this is not connected to the Mueller investigation. This is a whole different set of, this is a whole different case. And they are looking into the connections to the Republican Party here and the NRA. And so she has agreed to be a cooperating witness. She's agreed to work with the Justice Department. And then when they're done with her, they're going to send her back to Russia, which, I don't know how the Russians treat their spies that say, yes, I was spying. So I don't know. Well, we can ask that later if we want. What I really want to know is how is this whole mess, going to affect the Republican Party? We'll ask about the Republican Party first, then we'll ask about the NRA, and then we'll ask about her. So let's ask about the Republican Party. How is this going to, what are they going to find out? What are the cards going to say about that? So let's do that. Okay. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck, and I'll just put the cards up. I'm sort of doing this on the fly. All right. Okay, so the immediate environment of this situation for the Republican Party. Putin. All right, so, the King of Cups, often seen as Putin. So the immediate environment is they're looking into connections to Putin with the Republican Party. Very interesting. What is crossing that? The Strength card. Okay, the Strength card. How would I read that? The Republican Party does have somewhat of a stranglehold on power. And that could challenge this whole thing, right? This whole, we have a Republican president. The head, Rosenstein, is a Republican. Mueller, even though he's not connected with it, is a Republican. There's a lot of Republicans in positions of power. And so that could be a challenge to this. However, I think of the true Republicans, the Republicans who are Republicans because they believe in the ideals of the Republicans, would not stand in the way of this investigation. I'm going to leave it there and see what else comes up. This is at the root of the issue. The Chariot, this is about moving forward. This is a card of victory. Perhaps this is a victory for Putin. This is the question of how do we move forward on this? Okay, how do we move forward? It's dicey at best, right? How do you sort of move forward on something like this without creating, complete and utter chaos? What's in the past? It looks like the Republicans were seeking outside help here. And we know that the Republicans did go to, a bunch of them did go to Russia, right? They didn't meet with Putin, but they went. There was some weird thing with that. And of course, sorry, I have a hair just went across my mouth. And that would drive me crazy. Okay, it's a crazy hair day. So, I mean, literally crazy hair and then crazy hair all around. All right, let's see what's up top. What's the overriding energy in the ethers, so to speak? Ah, anxiety. Oh, they're nervous. As well they should be. As well they should be. Yikes. Boy, I tell you, this Pluto return for the United States is quite a, it's going to be quite an experience for us. The immediate environment, the immediate future. Okay, so we have the self-satisfied. Could be Trump. The immediate future is Trump. He could distract us from this whole thing because he has his own thing that he's doing. But this can be a greedy guy, right? Somebody who wants all his needs met, wants all the cups, wants all the power. And so it's possible that the Republicans can be seen that way. All right, let's see. How it's seen from the outside, how other people are seeing this. A whole new step, right? So a whole new way of being, a new beginning, the end of the old, the beginning of something totally different. The domestic situation. Okay, this is going on a journey. This is traveling, being on a quest. This could be the quest for truth. This could be the quest for those who feel like they're in the right. This is a warrior card. So I think there are those within the party, perhaps, that are looking to maybe root out these guys, right? Root these guys out. So it's like the party might be cleaning itself out somehow. Hopes and fears. Justice, okay. We know some want that and some don't. The outcome. So this is the outcome for the Republican Party. New opportunities. This is, the Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities, but it's starting from ground zero. So it's like a restructuring. So what's in the future for them is a restructuring from the bottom up. This is a card of great potential, but without the work, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's see if we can pull a major arcana. Oh, the World. Okay, so the end. The end of one way of being and the beginning of a new way of being. So this looks like this whole process is going to is going to create a rebirth for the party. So that's what it looks like, rebirth for the party. But before they can be reborn, a lot of stuff has to come out, and it will come out. Okay, so that's very interesting. All right. It's almost like they've gotten so rotten that they need to be, it just all needs to be exposed, right? Exposed. The Republican Party just had their Neptune return. Neptune takes about 165 years to go around the zodiac. So it takes about 165 years for Neptune to return to its place of birth in a chart. And of course, a person's not going to have that kind of chart, but an organization such as the Republican Party or a country could have their Neptune return. And so Neptune is a planet that is very much has to do with the ideal and these ideals that we have. If you don't live up to the ideal, it can cause a dissolution of the party. And of course, Neptune it can be beautiful. It can be, compassion and unconditional love and oneness and unity. But generally, as it manifests, especially in the mundane world, especially when you're dealing with politics, it sort of comes down as lies and deceit and illusions and delusions. And so the Republican Party is in quite a mess. Quite a mess. All right, so now we're going to ask about the NRA. And let's see, how long have I been speaking? Okay, 10 minutes, not too bad. Let's talk about the NRA. We might have to ask about Butina. Let me, just a couple more shuffles, so I want to make sure. You know what, I think I'll just pull out instead of from the top of the deck, just pull out as I feel. So this is the NRA, the immediate environment. Okay, this is about new beginnings, creative endeavors. They're trying to reinvent themselves. What's crossing that? The Empress. The Empress is the feminine energy. And so this can be the Me Too movement, the rise of the feminine. I feel as though, as much as they would like to reinvent themselves, the women are going to have something to say about it. Let's see what's at the root of this, the NRA. Okay, so this is the Page of Swords is can be gossip, it can be lies and deceit. So there's so at the root of the NRA is a lie. Okay, is a deceit, is a having to watch your back. So they're not a trustworthy organization. I have to tell you that? Probably not. Okay. What's in the past? Yeah, okay. So not a trustworthy organization, right? Dirty tricks. Dirty tricks in the past. We know that for sure. What's in the sky for the NRA? Okay. Trying to get bipartisan, perhaps, benefit. It's interesting because this, this reading is kind of about what this whole Butina thing is going to bring up. And she did have a romantic relationship with a Republican, I guess, operative. And so I think that's what this is talking about, less about bipartisanship. But what's in the sky is how these two, Butina and the guy, do I want to say Hanson? I don't think that's his name, but it's a name like that. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. How they planned to work together for these dirty tricks and such, right? Okay. All right, so that's going to become known. That whole story is going to be out there. Let's see what's in the immediate future for the NRA. So they're pretty beat up. They're still ready to fight. But they many battles ahead, many battles ahead for them. How people from the outside see it. They see it as a juggling act. They're trying to get their feet. They're trying to get their footing again. The domestic situation. Yeah, people are not happy. People are not happy with this. They're like, this is ridiculous. Enough is enough. There's a discontent. There's a discontent in the populace about this. Hopes and fears that they'll go away. And maybe for the NRA that they'll regroup. Outcome. Oh, celebration. So there's some sort of victory here. Is that a victory for the people? A victory for the NRA? Let's keep pulling. Nostalgia. Victory. Another victory card. Oh, these guys. Wouldn't it be awful if they just pulled out a victory? Dirty money. Dark money. Let's see what's underneath. The Hierophant. So there, I have a feeling from these cards that things will be exposed, and I don't think they'll be as powerful as they once were. But I don't think they're going away as much as I would like to see them go away. That's my own personal opinion. I feel that they're so ingrained in the order, in the tradition of government, that they just, I feel as though this whole process has sort of overextended them, and so now that they need to sort of come back to center, to come back and figure out how to get their footing again. And according to these cards, they will actually survive this, but they won't be. They'll be changed for sure. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to keep it at this. We're at 15 minutes. I'll come back and see how Maria Butina is going to do through all of this, and maybe her boyfriend. I'll ask about him. I'll actually look up and see what his name is. I apologize. Okay, I'm not that great with names. I've actually never been that great with names. Okay. Like and subscribe. If you have any other questions you'd like me to look at, please let me know. And I'll be back in a little while to do Maria and her beau. Okay, bye.